Given the function f of x is equal to cosine of 2x plus the square root of 3 sine of 2x, express the function in terms of sine only. Solve cosine of 2x plus the square root of 3 sine of 2x equals 1 for the smallest positive number x. We can use the sums of sine and cosine formula to find the coefficient, but we will rewrite this function as f of x equals a cosine of 2x plus b sine of 2x. And again, we can use the sum of sines and cosine to find the coefficient a and b. Observe that if we were to let f of x equal this expression, then a equals 1 and b equals the square root of 3. If we pretend for a moment that this is sine of some angle theta times cosine of 2x plus cosine of some angle theta times sine of 2x, then this expression is sine of 2x plus theta. Using the sum formula for sine, sine of 2x plus theta is sine of 2x cosine of theta plus, and then reverse, sine of theta cosine of 2x. For these two expressions to be the same, we would need to have sine of theta equals a, but a is 1. And we would need to have cosine of theta equals b, but b is the square root of 3. But the square root of 3 is more than 1, so this is impossible. To work around this, we multiply the left-hand side with 1/2 and the right-hand side with 1/2. And so we have 1/2 a cosine of 2x plus 1/2 b sine of 2x. This is only 1/2 x. Then sine of theta is now need to be 1/2, and cosine of theta need to be root 3 over 2, a over 2 and b over 2. The only angle theta that satisfies this condition, where x equals root 3 over 2 and y equals 1/2, is pi over 6. And so we must have theta equals pi over 6. What it means is that we must have 1/2 f of x equals sine of pi over 6 cosine of 2x plus cosine of pi over 6 sine of 2x, but this is simply sine of 2x plus pi over 6 using the sum formula for sine. Therefore, f of x equals 2 sine of 2x plus pi over 6. This equation is in terms of sine only, and that is what we asked to do. We need to solve this equation. Cosine of 2x plus root 3 sine of 2x equals 1. This expression is 2 of sine of 2x plus pi over 6 that we just found. And so sine of 2x plus pi over 6 equals 1/2. What this means is that the angle 2x plus pi over 6 needs to be the angle pi over 6. The smallest angle that will give us sine of that angle equals 1/2 is the angle pi over 6. What this means is that 2x equals 0 or x equals 0. But that's not the smallest positive number. We're looking for the smallest positive number, and 0 is not positive. Observe that another angle that will give us sine of that angle 1/2 is not just pi over 6, but 5 pi over 6 as well, because This is pi over 6, where y equals 1/2, and this is 5 pi over 6, where the y coordinate is also 1/2. That is, sine of pi over 6 is 1/2, but sine of 5 pi over 6 is also 1/2. Isolating 2x, we have 5 pi over 6 minus pi over 6 is 4 pi over 6. And so x equals 4 pi over 6 divided by 2 is 2 pi over 6, or x equals pi over 3. And this is the smallest positive x that satisfies the equation.